Get down. No. No. Good morning, Alaska, and the rest of the internet. Well, you probably can't see outside, but, well, part of outside. But the mountains are lit up by the morning sun, and it's beautiful. So, this is my first live stream, and I'm just trying to figure this out here. I've never done one of these on YouTube before. So, let's see here. Hey, how's it going from Erie, PA, Mudwarz Gaming? Let's see. So I have the box this morning, and I'm going to share that here. What's in the contents of the box? Waiting for a few more people to tune in, hopefully. And it is a beautiful morning outside. Few high clouds, but sunny, and it looks like it will be a phenomenal day. So I hope my my stream is kind of having some issues. I should be going good here. Is that looking better? Is my sound going with my mouth right? Still froze. Try and figure some of these things out. All right, I think I am going to turn down my frames per second. We'll see if that makes a difference. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have to stop streaming here for 1 second, and we'll fix some settings and see if that. All right, is that better on my stream here? All right, let's see here. I have the box here, and the box is not cooperating with me. But we have the big surprise, and it is a new cast member. And while we were outside, we got ourselves a puppy. So, in the box is our puppy, and we named it Chaga. So she is our new cast member, and she is almost 11 weeks old. So we're really excited to have her. And we were going to name her, we were going to do a poll on YouTube, but it just didn't work out with being on the road and getting stuff uploaded and stuff like that. So we had 4 names we were going to choose from, and that was Chaga, Foxy, Aspen, and Buttercup. And chaga just stuck with the kids. And chaga is actually a type of mushroom we have on a birch tree here, and so it's kind of an Alaskan name. This grows on a birch tree, and you can make a tea out of it, and it's really good. And I made some tea this morning. I'm going to drink it. Looks like Chaga wants some chaga tea. She's all excited about that. Let's see. Am I still freezing up out there? Well, hopefully it'll take and record it here. Pour a cup of chaga tea for Chaga and me. So it tastes like vanilla chamomile is how I describe it. It's real mild, almost like a cinnamon flavor. So when we went to go pick Chaga up, well, pick her out, we brought Bethany with us to pick her out. And me and her, Bethany and I, were holding the two females that they had. And I asked Beth, so which one should we get? They looked identical. But she ultimately decided on the one she had in her hand, which was what I figured. But we went to go, and all the puppies were with the mama dog. And we told Beth, go over to the fence and say bye to the puppies. Well, she went over to the fence, and the dogs were 10, 12 feet away. And the one dog that we had chosen, Chaga here, she comes running over out of the pack of puppies that are with their mama and came over to the fence to Bethany and started whining to go with us. So it was really cool. And we knew that this was the dog for us. So I do have a comment by Rustic by Nature. He says that chaga can be used as a fire starter as well. And that's true. They call it tinder fungus sometimes. So they used to use it for fire starting. And I took the boys out hunting the other day. And we picked about 10 pounds about it. So anyways, the puppy on live stream. She doesn't know where the camera is and stuff, and she's a little bit, I'm going to make an adjustment here. She's a little bit excited to be up in the computer room, so I'm going to take her out of the box. Oh, and get scratched in the face in the process. But anyways, we picked her up. We were outside. We drove the Alaska Highway from border to border in 60 hours with 3 kids down. And then we pulled a 34-foot trailer up with my half-ton. And my in-laws are going to sell that, but we pulled that up and probably took about 67 hours from border to border on the way up. And we went through Portal, North Dakota. But we ran around the states, and we went to North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, went back up to Iowa, went across to Ohio, Pennsylvania, to Washington, D.C., and then over to Michigan, and then finally we picked our puppy up. We picked her out in Iowa, and we picked her up in Iowa on the way out. And she's kind of learning her manners. She's trying to bite me. Oh yeah? anyways, she's not behaving very good, which is probably great for Lassie. So we went through in Pennsylvania. We actually went through almost the whole state, and I was pulling a trailer with me, and I realized that it's pretty mountainous there. Although they're not mountains like we have here, you can't hardly see them out here. But when the snow melts off, you'll be able to see them in the future, and maybe I'll get some better lighting, and you'll be able to see out our window. But we have some pretty rugged mountains here. And anyways, we had a great trip on the way out there, and the dog and the kids actually did really well in the car on the way up. So we were gone for 30 days, and we saw a lot of the country with the kids. I think we went through 17 states and got our pup, got our cast member here. But we've been back for about 2.5 weeks, and I actually got a time lapse on our channel. Some of you guys might have saw it. And since we've been back, the weather's been pretty nice. Today it's pretty nice, but this week we're going to be expecting some typical early May weather. Oh, thank you. We got a chew toy for her. That should help. And we have some early May weather, which will be kind of spotty. We'll have some sun and mix, and it'll be, I don't know, 50 degrees in the daytime, 55 maybe. Maybe we'll push 60. And then we'll have some rain and probably some wintry mixes in there. And there's a big storm in the Gulf right now, so it's coming in, and it'll probably mean for rough seas for a couple days. But I looked at the forecast this morning, and that's supposed to calm down around Thursday or Friday. So for anybody heading out fishing in out of Valdez, Seward, or Homer, it'll probably be rough for the next couple of days. But then it's supposed to calm down. But they never know with those things. But my dad went out of Homer fishing just the other morning for 2 days, and it was starting to get rough on him on Sunday. But he went out Saturday, and they ended up catching 3 kings. So they had 3 guys with them, and they limited out on their kings out in front of Anchor Point. And they also were able to limit out on their halibut the first day. But on the second day, they had to work real hard because the seas were really rough. So right now, the kings are starting to make their way in, and hopefully it'll be a really good year for that. Let's see if I can get the puppy in here. There we go. But the kings in the past couple of years have been in pretty rough shape. That we haven't got decent king runs in the past, I don't know, 5 years. And in fact, they've closed down a lot of the commercial fishermen and stuff because they have to get the king runs in, and they've had great sockeye salmon or red salmon runs. And kings are also known as Chinook. I think they call them kings down in the Great Lakes areas, and Chinook on the west coast there in Oregon. But they're going to be hopefully good this year, especially with that early report. This is really early for them to be limiting out on kings like that. Of course, they were pretty far south where they normally troll. But so if you're coming up to Alaska to go king salmon fishing, or you're planning on king salmon fishing this year, hopefully it'll be really good. It's a good early report. And the halibut were small, but they got a few of them. And then I don't think they limited out on that second day. But anyways, there was one other thing that happened here in Alaska. They have an annual ice classic. It's kind of like our lottery. The only gambling they have in the state is bingo and pull tabs, and then they have just raffles for like sports teams and stuff like that. They can do raffles, but there's not a big gambling presence in the state. But they do have what they call the Nenana Ice Classic, and they have a day that they bet on what day the ice is going to go out on the Nenana River. And the ice just went out yesterday at noon on the Nenana River, and that is going to be like a $200,000 jackpot. And that's not that big for a lottery, but it's kind of a pretty fun game, and people buy tickets and choose their time, and sometimes they have to split it. And maybe this year, I don't know if they got out, if they had to split it or not, or what they had to do. But that would be a pretty good sized payday. So, oh man, I'm sorry my feed's not coming through. I'm going to have to, I just got my internet. Okay, let's see if I can figure out this feed again. I don't know why it's not working. Thank you guys for tuning in and putting up with this bad feed. I'll try and figure it out here, and we'll get better as we do these more often. I'm going to be doing these on a weekly basis, and hopefully the feed can get set here. I'll just type it in. The dog thinks she's going to type. All right. She's not making it easy to type. That's the thing. So let's see, I got my stream health here, and it says it looks good. But it's not coming in. Maybe I should try next time with Google Hangouts and see if that comes in better. Do you guys have any of this on the stream right now, or is it still buffering bad for you? I couldn't change the performance of my video, unfortunately, and I think if I bring it down a little bit, it won't be as choppy. I should have the internet. We just updated our internet for it. But anyways, next week we're going to try and get this feed fixed, and we're going to talk about just a little. I'm going to give a little bit of background on me and my wife, and maybe my wife will pop in and say hi on our live feed, and just some of our history in the state, how long we've been in the state. She actually was born and raised here, but just some of our growing up and the things that we've done in the state, and it should be pretty informative and interesting for some of you guys that don't know me, and even for some of you guys that know me personally. I'm going to try logging out and try a different quality. It might come on a different feed, and we'll see if that works. We'll keep those settings set. So I'm just going to sign off for a minute here to try and fix that, and I'm going to try and get it fixed, and we'll see. Okay, I should be back online again. How is that? Are you guys getting that then on the stream? Should be a little bit better. So I am planning to post this on the YouTube channel here after it's done. I have a lot of people right now. 7:30 is pretty early in Alaska. For you guys in PA, you know, it's 11:30, so it's in the middle there. So I guess I can't run it at 720, but hopefully 480p will be pretty good. This poor pup is about had it in my lap. But anyways, I got two. I wonder, are you guys out there on, is anybody getting this from it not freezing up on them, or is it freezing up for, I don't use Twitch, so I've never used that, but maybe I'll give it a try on the live feed. I did a Facebook live feed the other day, and that seemed to come through okay. And maybe I will try doing this on Facebook in the future until I can work out some of the bugs. But we'll have to see if I can get some of these bugs worked out. I thought I had them worked out, and we'll see if I can get them worked out this week. I will be putting some stuff and sharing it on my Facebook live feed come the end of this week, and you can tune into that. It's Fisherman. Okay, it's giving me. It says it's telling me what I need to do on my settings here, so we'll see if I can use the keyframe of 4 seconds or less. So let's see. I think Chaga's going to go in the box again. She's not happy with me. Keyframe here. I'll have to figure out where to find that keyframe settings. So, stream options. And I can't find it on here, so anyways, you guys, I'm going to sign off 5 minutes early. Thank you for tuning in. I will post this on my YouTube channel, and hopefully it won't be as blocky then, and you guys can kind of tune in if you missed any parts. And please tune in with us in the future. I'll get better at this, I promise, and we'll get some new interesting things that I'll bring in here. And the puppy's getting pretty wild, so she says it's time to go. All right, Chaga, say bye. All right. So anyways, thanks again. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll keep putting videos out. And we'll do this weekly as long as I can figure it out. So thank you, guys.